Hi, it's DalaDFitness with day, listen, 24? Oh my God. Oh, let's get personal. Hello, November. Where you at? So I know I've spoken about the end of that relationship. So we're past that. So now we're just talking about me. I am single now. Listen, single, and was I ready to mingle? No, because you need time to heal. So you got to work on yourself, and that's what I did. Did I date? Yeah, because people want to talk to you. They want your number, but they're not serious, right? So they select what they see. They want to date. Then they about the games. So anyways, I'm focusing on me. I'm going to school. I am paying my bills because I need to always make sure I have a shelter. That was number one to me. If I had to work 3 or 4 jobs to make sure that all my expenses are covered and I don't have to rely on anyone, especially not a man, I'm good, okay? That was priority to me, and that is what I focused on. That's what I did. That was like a driving force. And also, like, for my ex to think that I couldn't survive without him, that was a driving force. Oh, I can survive without you, and not only will I survive, I will thrive, okay? So when I tell you that drove me from like associates to bachelor's to master's level, I was like, no, you're not going to hold me back in this thing called life. So here we are, divorce 2007. I know I said that. Breakup 2008, like officially go this way. So now it is 2010. Yeah, 2010. One of my girlfriends called me. See, I was so focused on me. I was building me. Like, I'm just so focused on myself. I'm not thinking about, I'm not really focused on finding love. Like, yeah, I went on dates and guys tried to talk to me, and it was like, I was like, this is stupid. Like, I don't have time for games. Like, if you're going to talk to me, be serious. Be serious, because that relationship that I came from was so detrimental. I can't handle or deal with anything else that's crazy. So anyways, I'm going on about my life, living my life, doing what I need to do to take care of me. And then one of my girlfriends called, and she was like, oh, I got someone I want you. I think that you should date or whatever. And I was like, oh, who, girl? I'm curious. So then she was like, oh, John. And I said, John? I said, oh, but John is married. She was like, oh, no, I'll let him tell you. So now, why you always gotta move the pillows? Why you always gotta move the pillows? Jesus, listen, okay? So, yeah, so she was talking about John. Like, I worked with John for, what is it, since 2000 and... When did I come over there? 2000
I probably started in
2006.
Yeah.
I came there. So we worked together at the courthouse down in Florida, Broward County, Florida. So I came to the courthouse that he was at in 2006. I keep having to fix my hair. So we were working together from 2006. But I was married and he was married. I was married, but I wasn't married because that relationship was crazy. So then what happened next?
So she asked me, what did I think about you?
Tyrese asked you.
Right.
This is our mutual friend, Tyrese, who hooked us up. She's the reason we're together. God's the reason, but he used her to bring us together.
And she said, so Maggie said give her a call. And
I did.
I waited a couple days before I called.
No, you waited 1 day.
And then I gave her a call, and pretty much the rest is history.
Okay. In a nutshell, I was minding my business, y'all. I was minding my business, trying to be left alone because I dealt with too many crazy people to go from my ex and then guys trying to talk to me and not being serious. I said, I ain't got time for all this. So I'm just going to mind my business, do what I need to do for me. And then in the process of minding my business, here he comes. Okay? So now we're going on 10 years later and we're still together and he's the best thing ever. So we're going to talk about John now, right? You got a lot to talk about? I have a lot of questions for John, right? So we'll get into some Q&As a little bit. If you have any questions you want to ask us, And especially, in particularly for, I just want to know, like, his outlook and, like, when he first started dating me, how I was. Because I've been told by quite a few, well, the people that I went on dates with before I met John, that I was mean or, like, bitter. So I think that was part of my self-healing. And first of all, you're about the BS. So I don't have time for it. So you need to leave me alone, and I'm going to leave you alone. So, okay, if that's me being mean, then it is what it is. But John said I was probably a little bit mean too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Not
So
to me,
not to John, because John came correct.
Some of the stories that you said, it was like, yeah, I don't know if that would have flown with me. Like, I don't know what my response to that would have been.
But you're not about the nonsense.
I mean, it's just like simple stuff though. Like,
so I'm at the park. I gotta share this story. So I'm at the park running. I'm exercising. Like, I'm focusing on me. Physical fitness, mental, spiritual, the whole 9 yards. So I'm at the park running. Guy trying to talk to me, trying to flag me down. So I did one loop. And then on the next loop, he's like walking up to me. Oh, hey, excuse me. And then I was like, okay. And then he's talking like, oh, can I get your number, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, why not? Whatever. Yeah, here go my number. And I take off and I go running. He called me with nonsense. Nonsense. Like, why you stopped me for my run and then to end up calling me and talking about nonsense. Oh, can I come to your place? No, sir. See, that's why.
That's not what I'm talking about though. Like, for instance, like if a guy asked you, so what type of things are you interested in?
Surprise me. Don't ask me.
No,
but then they trying to cheat. They trying to get in your good gracious.
It's not cheating.
Yes, it is. No, you.
So it's like, let's just say, for instance, we're in Texas right now, and somebody would have approached you, and they're like, okay, cool. So they show up, and then they take you to a rodeo, and it's like, why would you think I like the rodeo? Would have been your response. That wouldn't have flown with me.
I mean, but if
I asked you, what type of things are you interested in?
In the talking phase, you could be like, oh, what if I take you to a rodeo? But like for them to be calling and like, oh, what would you like to do? No, you asking for a number. I ain't got time for all this. I just didn't have the time. Right? Now you asking me to give you ideas to entertain me. No. And no. So, yeah. But we have so much in common. When John called, he asked me, like, did you ask me to go to the movie? Because he asked me, and I love movies. So he said, do you want to go to the movies? Simple. And I said, yeah. We went to a movie. I love movies. Like, okay. So that's me. That's us. And we'll share some more. But I thought that was kind of funny, though. I wasn't mean to you.
No, but if going back to a possible response, like if I say, hey, do you want to go to the movies? Well, do you want to take me to the movies?
I wouldn't do that to you.
You know what? I already know this is probably one, because that response would have soured quickly.
Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't do that to you,
it's more so if you were interested and you was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an effort to see where this goes versus you're interested in me. I'm not necessarily interested in you. You got your work cut out for you type of deal.
You do. I think it helps that I was interested in John. Now, I don't believe in coveting over anybody's man, but I remember when I would see John, mind you, I'm in like this miserable relationship that no one knows about. I go to work. He would always be like, oh, you always smiling. You always so happy. I said, yeah. I was happy, I'm a happy person, but at home I wasn't happy. Like my life situation wasn't happy, but internally, like I'm a happy person. So when I'm at work, I'm smiling, I'm happy here, okay? But when I go home, I knew I wasn't happy. So I would see John, I'm like, oh, he looks like such a nice guy. He looks like he treats his wife so nice. And here I am with this Looney Tunes at the house. I was like, oh my God. So when I found out he was single, I was like, oh, bet. Okay, I'm interested. So it was easy. That was easy for you. right, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. We'll talk some more. If you have any questions that you want to ask us, you can message me, comment below. We'll talk, and then we'll have like a Q&A and just answer. I ask John some questions, and he can ask me questions, and we'll conversate that way. Have a dialogue. All right. Have a good night. Till tomorrow, day 25. October's almost over. Yay! You want to say bye?
See y'all.